Okay guys, in this tutorial we're gonna talk about inheritance, and that basically means that you can get into one class from another class so you can use those functionalities. So here we are going to create another class that will be .java file, of course. So right click on default packages, go to new, go to class, and we can click here, for example, on public static void main. Why not? We actually need to do that, and the name of that class, of that file, will be, I don't know, operations. Operations, and here we're gonna have things that we can use further down in a code, right? So we have that file. Let me delete this comment, we don't need it at the moment. So this is primary class right now, where we have main method. Outside of it, we're gonna create another class with basic operations of addition, let's say. Basic operations. Why do we have lowercase here? Operations. Basic operations and curly brackets, and in here we're gonna have method that we can use down there when we create an object. So let's have it as public void addition, or some other name, but here we are doing like a very simple mathematical operation on two integers, so integer x and integer y, and for simplicity reasons operation will be just system.out.println what? Well, x plus y. Very simple stuff to mentally grasp. So how we are going to use this stuff from basic operations? Well, here in operations, which is main class, we will be able to create object. So based on operations that will inherit from this, we are going to say operations my obj equals new operations. Okay, and will we be able to create this object? Well, actually no, because yes, we do have basic operations here, but this operations is not grabbing stuff from here. So how we are going to provide that? Well, very easy. Here we are going to say extends. So this class extends on that class. So everything from here will be available in here. Extends from where? From basic operations. And now on the left side those arrows will be removed, hopefully. Right, O must be uppercase. Yeah, run, and no results because we are not using this addition. How we are going to use it? Well, through object, which is my obj dot addition. And there you go. And immediately you see information what kind of data type we need to provide, integer x and integer y, for example 10 and 5, and that's pretty much it. Now you're gonna see results here when we run this script. There you go, 15. Of course you can have like a custom report on the left side with the system out, or you can even fix it here, but it's not critical in this tutorial. We are just learning about inheritance. So this operations is inheriting stuff from basic operations through this new keyword we are learning, which is extends that target. Target is that external, let's say, class. Okay, question: can you have some other classes in the middle that will extend from basic operations, so you can extend on those intermediary classes? Well, sure, you can do something like this. Class more operations, more operations. Now this class will extend from here, so we can safely say extends basic operations, and in here we are going to use another method that we are going to create. For example, to save a little bit of time, I'm gonna steal this code and let's put it here. So this will be multiplication and two integers. That's cool. Just we're gonna change symbol here to multiplication, so down there we can use it. Now here's a problem. When I run this, I don't see results. Why? Because I'm not using this multiplication method from more operations. So let's try to do that. My obj dot m, and I don't see in drop down that multiplication available. Why is that so? Because this operation, which is primary one, which is class, is inheriting from basic operations from here. So right now this class primary one need to inherit from more options, and this class is inheriting from basic operations. So it's like a man in the middle, something like that. So what is enough is just grab this name and put it here as substitution. And now when you say dot m, you're gonna see that multiplication available. And again, integers, that's what we need to provide. So let's say again 10 and 5, and there you go. There is a result. So very simple stuff this inheritance is, well, at least in this tutorial. So question is, well, we do work in operations.java, and this is name of class, this is name of file. Well, what about main.java? Can we use this stuff in here? Well, actually yes, because we are in same package, it's same project. So right now you don't need to do any kind of inheritance here. It is just enough to say this. Let me create another object based on operations. Let's call it, I don't know, internal obj equals new operations, and we will use that object internal obj, I don't know how to type, and addition. There you go, you have addition. What about multiplication? There you go. So let's use both of these. Addition, 5 and 5. Let me run this stuff. There you go, 10. And let's call it again with another method, internal obj dot multiplication, for example 2 and 2, which will provide 4 as end result. Okay, so some people will say, well, what's gonna happen if we type extends here? Extends from where? From from operations. Will this work? Well, let's test that. From operations, and let me run this code. The thing will work, but there is no need to do that because main already have access to operations.java. So can we use, for example, basic operations here? Because this is kind of secondary class when we compare it to operations, which is primary in this file. So can we do that? And in basic operations we have just addition, so we're gonna cancel this. Will this work? It will work, but there is no need to do that. So yeah, that's pretty much the story about inheritance. Nothing special, nothing complicated here. Let me repeat what we were doing. We have primary basic operations, which is class outside of class operations. Here we have some kind of method that will grab two attributes, then it will do some kind of very simple operations on it that we can directly print down there through that method. Now if you want to inherit in operations something from basic operations, you're gonna say extends basic operations, and if you want to inherit from more operations, then you're gonna say extends from more operations. But then if you want to use this, then this class need to grab stuff from basic operations, and you're gonna use extends keyword again. And here you can have multiple methods and variables, and also here. So that's pretty much the story. Now you can go and continue with this tutorial, like you can have 10 classes that will inherit from each other, but bottom line, bottom line, I think that you grasp this right now, because it's not a big deal. So maybe this is confusing for some people, and that's probably because you need to type a lot in Java, but that's what we can do at the moment. This is not Python, you know. Okay, so thank you for watching as always. Thank you for support and subscription, for sharing this channel with other people. Thank you, and see you next one. Ciao.